Hi, guys, and welcome back to TraderFunder. Today we are having the second interview with Alex, who is one of our traders who has been funded, who has got a payout, and who has failed accounts. So let me see here. We have since the last interview, you started a $50,000 challenge.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. First of all, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about how it has gone since you started this challenge, and we take it from there.
Yeah, I first started out and focused much more on my rules. So it went good in the beginning. And then a drawdown came as always for me. But now I'm back at the high water mark again.
Okay, how much drawdown did you do?
Uh,
Was it a close call or?
yeah, it was a very close call. I was up like 4% when the drawdown hit, and then I lost 2,500 in one day. So that is 5%. So I only had 1% left.
Okay, yeah, that's roughly 500 and 500 US dollars.
Yeah,
Okay, that was pretty close call.
yeah.
Yeah. How did you manage to turn that around, and where are you now?
Uh, for it seems really obvious, but in the past, when I got a drawdown for like 3%, I thought it was over. It's no
Yeah,
point in trying anymore. It took really hard on me in my head. Yeah.
yeah, the psychological part.
And I think this time, for the first time, also in my whole trading year, I have a person that actually check my results
Mm.
and give me a little bit of push me. Uh, and it was you this time. Uh,
Mhm.
and when you,
Yeah, we had a little text
yeah,
conversations on SMS because I wanted to know how it's we're going for Alex because we're doing these interviews, and I wanted to be so much real as possible. So I gave some advice on that he can record something about his thoughts before and after trades, etc., etc. And then you mentioned to me that you were in heavy drawdown and almost lost your account, and then we talked a little bit about. How you should think about it, and and the most important part is to learn from the mistakes. What was the mistake you did here? Did you violate any of your maximum daily allowed drawdown for yourself? Do you have something like that in your rulebook?
yeah, I have it on the wall in front of me, and my rules is that I can maximum lose 1% of the high water mark
1%, yeah.
uh, at the day. And then also I have rules like 1.5 lot size Nasdaq, 2 lot gold, and
Mm.
only 2 tries per trading idea, and max risk $200 a trade.
Okay.
But on that specific trade, I broke every rule. I broke. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
I know
didn't.
exactly the feeling. I've been there, done that, and still doing that. It's. I would say that the biggest thing that keeps us from being consistently profitable is when we do these stupid mistakes that we know are mistakes.
Yeah,
It's one thing to have a strategy that doesn't win or have a losing streak. That's one thing. But when you really go against your rules and violate them, and you lose a lot of money because of that, that's the. I mean, everyone does it, but the more we can control this behavior, the better we are gonna be profitable.
yeah. And the funny thing is that I waited for this trade for about 1 week, little more. So I thought when I went in, I'm gonna go in heavy on this one.
Yeah.
And the only time I didn't care about my rules at all, uh, yeah, it turned into a very big loss. And I
Yeah.
moved my stop loss all the time.
A little bit more. It's
Yeah,
gonna turn around.
yeah,
It's gonna turn around. And was it gold?
No, this was the Nasdaq. Yeah, I think.
Ah, okay. Yeah, both Nasdaq and gold can keep moving in one
Yeah,
direction pretty heavily. So using a stop loss is quite a good idea. But yeah, well, the biggest, as we talked about when we were texting back and forth, is that the biggest problem was not that you lost now, because then you can learn, you can smash yourself
yeah,
and realize I made a mistake. I will learn from this. The worst part would have been if you won this trade.
yeah,
You go against you trade bigger size, moving stop losses, and then you end up winning the trade, because then you will have enforced a bad behavior. You will get rewarded for the bad behavior. It's like teaching a dog. They do something and then you give them candy. This time you got candy for doing something wrong.
yeah,
If you would have won the
yeah,
trade, and that would be the worst part, because then you will never learn.
yeah. And you wrote to me that instead of seeing this like a failure, see it as a learn from it.
Yeah, time to exactly. You have the opportunity to learn from your
Yeah,
mistake now.
yeah. And when I went in with that mindset this week, I didn't have the fear to lose the account as much.
Yeah,
And I thought that whatever this is going, if I lose or if I make comeback, I've learned
yeah.
so much on it, so I'm happy anyways.
That's good. Then you lost a week because you did the mistakes. Maybe you would have been past the challenge by now if you didn't do that mistake. We never know. But after that, what happened? You were almost maximum allowed drawdown, because you also have this trailing drawdown which follows you up. And you were first in profit, so the maximum drawdown moves up with you, and then you were just 500 away, 500 US dollars away, which is 1% from failing the
Yeah.
account. And now, how is it now?
Uh, Now the account is at I can 8% plus.
8%. Oh, nice.
So
So it's only 2%,
yeah,
two
yeah,
percent to go. And how are you now? I know you mentioned to me yesterday that you're a little bit scared now to take a trade.
yeah,
And this is a normal feeling, at least for me and for other traders. When you're this close to pass, and you start doing again, avoiding going out of your trading plan.
yeah,
Because you told me yesterday that you saw seen a lot of trades that you liked, but you didn't really want to pull the trigger.
exactly.
So explain a little bit about that.
So now when I'm this close to the profit target, I can sit and I can see a trade that I usually would have taken without hesitation.
Mm,
But now I'm more afraid of like jumping in and losing. And I've also had a mistake because I've been in some good trades, but as soon as it comes to like minus, I jump out because I don't want
yeah.
to more drawdown on the account.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a little bit of a new challenge here with the 2% left.
Do you think this is a problem, or do you think this is the right way to do it now when you're close to reaching your target?
No, I think it's the wrong approach. Like little bit like you said, because I don't actually follow my plans like I've done when I recovered the account when I made the first 4%. And
Yeah.
now I'm actually trading a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not following my plan, uh, and and then I feel like if I make a trade now and some of the trades it's gonna be on pure luck if I win or bad luck if I lose. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right way.
Okay. So from here, what is your plan now? What do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna just scale down in lot size uh,
Mm,
uh, and just keep taking the trades I would have taken, and then because now it has been very fast since I recovered,
yeah.
and now
Yeah, it was. You were almost losing the account, and then in just a couple of days, you were up again.
Yeah,
Now you're almost reaching the target.
yeah,
So this, you have almost passed the account 2 times
yeah,
when you're.
yeah. But I think I'm just gonna minimize my lot size and continue as
Okay.
usual.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because then you can still practice on doing your strategy. Sorry. You can still practice following your rules, but if you're a little bit afraid, you can lower your risk so the damage is not as big if you lose. But also remember that the upside is not as big if you win. So
Yeah,
if you should have placed half a percent in risk and gain 1% and do that 2 times, then you will pass the challenge. But now if you reduce it in half, you need 4 of those trades. So
yeah,
it's both ways, good and bad.
yeah,
But at least you know you can go a little bit slow up and without risking to lose 4 5%, 4% again.
yeah.
Um,
But but
okay.
but I can also say that I'm 100% sure that when I took the big loss, if you weren't there and wrote to me, I would have just risked it all on one trade in
Yeah.
the end. So I'm very happy that you're there and checking me and giving me a little bit more motivation and
Yeah, but it's always easy to sit on the bench to look and talk to you and give advice because you if you want to give advice to other people, you would also give good advice. But it's when your brain is
yeah,
talking you into doing these mistakes is not as easy. So it's always easier for me to give you advice, and because it's they are based on my experience, and most traders have similar experiences. We close trades a little bit too early from take profit. We let the runners run, the losers run. We move stop losses at times. We risk a little more. We do revenge trading. All this is normal human behavior
yeah,
that we are all um, having from time to time. So it's always easier to. And I'm glad my advice or my experience could help you return your account to profit. And now we just let's hope you pass this account and then start making some money again.
yeah. Uh, and the most the thing that I've learned like most this week is that
Hmm.
it's not over until it's really over. So if you are in a drawdown, you can always come back, as you said in your.
Yeah.
Uh, it may be it's often less than you think to come back. Maybe just 3 4 trades.
Yeah, exactly. You're just a couple of winning trades in a row away from coming back. So, but I know some people they like to really go hard and either fail or pass the challenges very quickly and then buy a new one. And then when they get funded, they do the same again. They do heavy trades and then they get 1,000 or 2,000 payouts, and then they fail and then they start doing. And they have like 4 or 5 challenges going on all the time with this strategy. But to me, I've tried this as well, and but it's a lot of stress.
Yeah,
So I think in the long run, if you have 2 million US dollars to trade with as funded account, you don't want to lose it. And if you can make 5% in a month, I mean that's amazing money
yeah.
for most people. Okay, thank you. And now let's hope you pass the challenge, and we have another video coming up with you either passing or failing or still in the middle. We have no time limit, so you can take your time to pass the challenge.
Yes.
And yeah, I wish you good luck.
Thank you.